Hari Om. Thank you, Sri Vasudev and Srimati Vani, for the opportunity given and to conduct this special, different kind of session. We are not deviating from our principles, but we want to involve more and more young people. We will just start with 3 Onkar. So because we need to keep our mind calm, be able to receive this, participate in this session. So we chant Shanti Mantra meaningfully, understanding the meaning, so that our minds are ready to receive this program. We start with 3 Onkars. We chant experiencing the meaning Sahana Avatu. Then we make the mind calm by practicing Shuklam Bharadaram. Then we invoke the grace of all the Guru Parampara, all the teachers, all the Gurus, both management Gurus and spiritual Gurus. We start. Om. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shuklam Bharadaram Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Jayet Sarva Vignopashantaye. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Once more, thanks to Vani and Vasu. They have been helping me to share this knowledge through this forum. I thank them for the confidence in me. This program will be a slightly different program. I would, as they have already showed in the circular, please keep your notepads open. Please have a pen in your hand. We will be doing a lot of works, and you need to do a lot of writing work. And please keep your videos on while audios are muted, because I would like to see the faces of all of you, unless there is some technical problem. Unless there is a technical problem, please keep your videos on. Have a pad and pen with you. We will start with this.
Sir, just 1 minute. If we turn on all the videos, then I think there may be a lag with multiple videos. So I would request we have, that's why actually turned off the videos from our side. Then because of the bandwidth issue.
It's okay, accepted. But please be present. Right.
No, we are all here. We are all active.
You please write in your pad. The first assignment is that you will write this Maha Mantra, that knowing is not doing, doing is doing. The results will come not by knowing, but by doing only. All the big corporates, all the companies, organizations, institutions, they want people to do. So it is important that we do, not merely know. Knowing might help, but knowing alone without doing doesn't help at all. So number one, this program, the goal setting program, is not a knowing program, but a doing program. So you will be doing this program. Number two, first you are writing a Maha Mantra, and you will say, now in this session, I will not know about goal setting, but I will set my goal. That is your implementation. Please write it in your pad that you will not know about goal setting, but you will be in practice today. Not merely listen to what I am talking, but you will set your goals today. It's very, very important that you will set it into this. And then keep your minds open. Keep your minds open, because without the mind open, like a parachute does not work if it doesn't open. Similarly, our life and even this program of today will not be successful without all of us keeping our minds open. Please try to open your mind and try to come with a feeling, yes, I have something to learn, I have something to know, I will know something, but I will also do it. Number one, I am asking this question. All of us have got various likes and dislikes. I know some of you like coffee, some of you don't like, some of you want tea. Some of you like cool drinks, some of you like hot drinks. Don't get ideas. Some of you like vegetarian food, some of you like non-vegetarian food. Some of you like to be in a crowded place amidst people. Some of you would like to be in an isolated, calm place. Some of you might like Western foods like pizza, burger, etc. Some of you may not like. So there are various, some of you might like cigarettes, some of you may not. These, I want this, I want this, I want this is different. Now I am asking a question to you. How many of you want success? Think. If you think you want to have success, please write in your pad, I want to be successful. You have to write it. I want to be successful. Yes, all of you want to be successful. Now, how many of you want to fail? Hopefully not. But some of you might say, no, I want to be failure, because some of you would say that failure is a stepping stone for success. But ultimately what you want is success. So all of us want success. Nobody wants failure. I am asking you one more question. Another important aspect that we are going to discuss today is, how many of you want to be happy? If you want happiness, please write, I want to be happy. How many of you want to be miserable, unhappy? Probably not. Nobody wants to be unhappy. Now, there are two things we have discussed. One is success. The other is happiness. There are two different things. All successful people are not happy. Think. But believe me, all happy people are successful. You can write down. This is a very, very important thing. All successful people are not happy. You may have money, power, position. You may be the head of the state, head of the country, head of the world. You may have the best of the wealth in the world, the best accommodation, the best car, all modern, best facilities, almost like heaven, but you can be miserable. All successful people are not happy, but all. So I would say, your requirement should be, if I am not mistaken, that I want to be both successful and happy. You can write down. I want to be both successful and happy. A person who is both successful and happy is called a winner. Both success and happiness. So your requirement now is, I want to be a winner. You can write in your pad, I want to be successful and I want to be happy. Now we will slowly take this further. Then let us find out what is success. there are various definitions of success. There is one which is that success means achievement of a goal. I want to be successful. We'll keep two things independently. One is I want to be successful. I want to be happy. Means I want to be a winner. We'll take it step by step. What is success? Success means achievement of a goal. Then all of us, you have written that I want to be successful. So it is necessary that we achieve a goal. But first step is we must set a goal. So right now we'll say, so that right now you will write, I will set my goal. But right now, all of you have got various things. Please write, right or wrong. We will be correcting it, processing it later on. But please write down that what is my goal. Please write your goal. We'll further take it further later. What is my goal? Please write. We will be taking it later. What is my goal? What is my goal? You have written. We will be taking two aspects. One is success, another is goal. For both of them, this session is for covering both. Number one, you must have a proper goal. Hopefully, you have all written. Please write it. I will give you some time because this is a workshop. I want all of you to write. Right or wrong does not matter. Please write your goal. My goals are, or if you think my goal is, whatever it is. Then at the end of it, we will review what was your goal at 6:46 and at 8 p.m. what will be your goal. Hopefully you have written. But many people I have seen in life, they don't have goals at all. Even if they have goals, that will be not adequate, not complete, not total. It doesn't cover all aspects of life. But without goal, it will be like olden days. We used to have those boats, these boats with not powered. It was they were attaching some cloth. Depending on the wind, it was going. Suppose you assume there is a huge boat without any boatman, no boatman. What will happen? Wind will come like this, it will go. Another wind, it will like that. It will be moving here up and there. Finally, it will sink. Most people have no goals. They will be going. In fact, I have met lots of very, very highly qualified, highly placed people. When we ask them about what their goal, they are either not clear, but not, or it doesn't cover all aspects of life. And it may not be very high. Now, it is necessary. We will not be like a boat without boatman and the direction. We will have a proper goal, and then subsequently, how to achieve the goal is a different technique that we will handle it separately. Today, we are confined to set our goals. Number one, our goals should be covering all these three. You can write it down. It should have professional goal. We must have social goal. we must have personal goal. And first, let us set a long-term goal. Let us say 20 years goal. Don't say where is the guarantee I am going to survive. Let us assume that you will be surviving long. Set a long-term goal of 20 years. And then, based on that goal, you will have different milestones. Maybe set a goal of 1 or 2 years, which we call as a short-term goal. And that short-term goal should be in conformity with the long-term goal, in line with which should lead to. And then you can also have an immediate goal, let us say of 2 to 3 months. I would call it as 2 months goal. 2 months, 2 years, and 20 years. But first we will set, number 1, 20 years goal, professional, social, personal. Professional, all of you are in some profession, are going to be in a profession because there are some students. And all of us are members of the society. And personal goals can be that I will have a house, I will take a car, I will have some gadgets, I will acquire personal possessions, position, and maybe there you include happiness is the ultimate goal. Personal goal shall include among, it can be similar. I want to learn how to drive a car. It can be. I want to learn latest things in the software. Okay. I want to learn some language. Okay. I would like to develop some arts and hobbies. Okay. I would like to get more money, power, position, things. Okay. But I want to be happy, because ultimately, what are we all doing all this for? Think. You are thinking that I want to have a house so that I become happy. I would like to have the latest branded electric auto-driven, self-driven car. I want to be happy. The latest gadgets. Lots and lots of money I want. What for all this? What for you think that I am going to become happy? But we will know that happiness does not depend on the power, the position, status, nothing. But still that can be your goal. Now, while we are setting the goal, first we have decided that you will set all your goals should include all professional, social, personal, including happiness. First, you will have a long-term goal of 20 years. Then after correcting it from a qualified person, you reduce them into short and immediate in the order. Now, number 1, before setting the goal, we are going to get some instructions on how to set the goal. Number 1, most of us carefully won't set a high goal. Please understand, these goal setting that you are going to do today is something different from the so-called SMART goals. In fact, this goal setting module that we developed somewhere in 97, almost 25 years back, is known to be one of the best. Lots of big people have scrutinized it and they found it is worthwhile, and it is incorporated into more than lakhs of people. Number 1, first, we don't set a high goal because we think we have a limitation. It can be, I am from a village, I am not educated, I don't have these certain skills, I am from a rural background, I got some handicaps, we have got various limitations. We think that we don't set the high goal. And I would appreciate if you write some of these cases. Number 1, I'm going to talk about this case of one lady whom I know, whom I met. Yeah, whom I met. I happen to know one Dr. Venkatesh, an anesthesia specialist, and we had one occasion to go to his house in NR Colony, in that next to that near APS, next to Mahila Mandli. When I went there, I was talking to Dr. Venkatesh's mother Indrama. Then I saw there was one middle-aged lady sitting on the sofa, very enthusiastic and very dynamic. But that lady told me, I'm sitting and talking because she said, I don't have any legs. But she was very positive. But she said, hey, I don't have legs, both the legs, but I know how to swim. I was wondering, this lady without legs. And it was shocking when she said, I have crossed the British channel, English channel, the channel. I said, how did that happen? I want to tell you the background. This lady was affected at the age of 2. At the age of 2, the girl was affected by polio. And this lady is born in the year 1952. And in 1987, at her age of 35, somebody came to me and I was made to set this goal. What? Swim the English Channel 35-kilometer stretch. Believe me, a lady, 35 years, she has not even once got into a water, either a swimming pool or a river or a pond. No legs, not even once she has got. At that stage, her goal was, I will cross. And we intelligent people, we say, what? This lady, she doesn't know, not even got into water even once, her goal. She set that goal, and she is the daughter of a Karnataka government officer. And then they wrote to the authorities, we would like to try. But they made a condition, you must continuously be swimming in seas for 20 hours, number one. Continuously non-stop swim for 40 kilometers. Then if you get a certificate, then we will allow trial. But this lady doesn't get disheartened, supported by her father and other mother. She's 1987 to 91, she was being physically lifted and she got training continuously non-stop for 4 years. And 1 more year in the Malpe beach there, it was trained. And believe me, she developed that skill. And finally, she was there in that with a very, very difficult situation, waves slashing at her, currents threatening. And on July 28, 1982, when she was 40 years, she became the first disabled person to do that in relay, the English Channel. That is Janaki of Bangalore, the lady who swam the English Channel. This, of course, I think must be interesting. And it was easy. I wanted to see her words. I strongly believe that the word impossible is applied to something that has not been tried. So please, my dear friends, please talk to yourself. Try to remove that word impossible from your dictionary. That is the mood that you have to say for you to set the goal today. Don't say, I can't do this, I can't do this. Remove that word. And she's an officer of the syndicate then, of course, retired then. I asked her, hey, how do you go? She took me into that vehicle. She goes on the wheelchair. She puts her wheelchair, sits on the seat. All things have to be controlled by hands only. She can't operate. They had made the machine in such a way that the gear, clutches, etc. can be operated. Even brake can be operated with the hand. And her mother showed me a certificate, the fastest driver in Bangalore. I hope you have get it. This is that lady, Janaki of Bangalore. What a tremendous achievement. I hope you understand. If that lady with this can achieve, why not each one of you? So before you set the goal, don't get caught on, it is not possible. I have this limitation, language limitation, poverty limitation, rural area limitation. The second person I would like to know, hopefully it will inspire all of you, is this case of Naga Naresh Karuthura. Naga Naresh Karuthura, he is from a village called Tiparu in Andhra Pradesh on the banks of river Godavari. His father was a truck driver and the mother was a housewife. He was also working in different houses to earn a living. Very, very poor people. And this Naganaresh Karutura had an elder sister called Sirisha. Both the parents, father were illiterate, LTM. But they said, hey, you must learn, you must learn. They imposed the importance of learning. This boy is born in the year 1986. When he was 7 years, a poor boy, born to poor parents, illiterate parents, a remote village, Tiparu, and on that day, he was traveling in his father's friend lorry. The mother was taking him because they did not have money to pay for the APSRTC. But this boy, 7-year-old boy, I want to start seeing. Put yourself into that position of an organization. Forget that. You assume that you are a 7-year-old boy. You are sitting there next to the driver of the truck. And then, this boy was doing some mischief latch. Suddenly the latch opened. The boy was thrown out. When he was thrown out, his legs got cut by iron rods. And it happened right in front of a big private hospital. They did not give him treatment because what they wanted was money. That's how most of the hospitals are in this great country. But they went to a government hospital. They was bandaged. And within some time, both the legs got infected that had developed gangrene up to the knees. Then he was taken to a district hospital. They said, hey, there is only one way. Either he will die or we have to amputate both the legs. Carefully. Both his legs were amputated up to the level of the hip. Start seeing. Assume that he is your dear one. I think from now, your tears must be coming from your eyes. Seeing that fate of that 7-year-old boy, both legs cut, amputated, small child of 4 years. Assume that he is your own kith and kin. How would you feel? But when he got consciousness, he said, Amma, where is my legs? What can she do? She only cried. But he said, hey, life did not, Raganaresh Karutura says, life did not change after he bought the legs. He said, I was enjoying the attention. Look at the positive attitude of life. Please develop this attitude, my dear friends. Each word can mean something in your life. When that calamity happened, he said, I am enjoying all the attention. I said, no, I'm getting fruits and biscuits. I was starving for so many days. He did not want self-pity like many of us want. I always want somebody on whose shoulders I want to be weeping. What a misery, what a pity. And when he reached the village, lot of people came. 7-year-old boy with both legs amputated. They were curious, but he was not bothered. He says, don't pity me. So many people are seeing me as though I am a VIP. And he was being carried by his friends all over playing together. And he says, I want you to observe this. I believe in God. I believe in destiny. I feel this is his word. Please have this in your life. Have trust in one superior power. Believe in destiny. And when some things happen, don't get upset. He said, now because of this, they went to a place called Tanuko, a town. There his father built a house next to a missionary school. And the Sirisha, 2 years elder, was put lower into the lower class. And she was carrying him. Then he got a tricycle. They were moving around. He says it was normal. Now, he was a happy boy. He was the first in 10th, 500. Now he'll get 600 out of 600. I'm talking of those days. He was the top in the school in the 10th standard. And because of his top ranking, Gautam Junior College waived off his fees. Later on, he got qualified not because he didn't have legs, because he was competitive. He worked hard. He loved his studies. And he got a degree in computer science. He evolved as a person. Here he says, he not only got the high grade, knowledge, skills, attitude. We will be discussing later. All that it is required for a person to become successful. And he grew, and it was a great experience, he says. And he says there are more good people in society than bad ones. And all of us, we say, no, in my house, my wife is horrible, husband are horrible, children is so problem, my neighbors are miserable, and in my office, I do not know what karma I did. I got this man as my boss, these my customers, clients, bada, 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 bada. But look at this way. I hope you have a lesson to learn that he says, amidst all this, even that private hospital which refused him treatment, also he did not curse. There are more good people. And number one, on July 28, 2008, he was sent to Boston for internship here in the United States. Lot of companies selected him, but he was particular that he joined Google and he joined Google R&D, because at that moment, in the beginning, he was very, very clear. I want to work in pure computer science, algorithms and game theory. He had decided at that college level that I want this job, and he selected this job. And those days in the year 2008, almost for 15 years back, he was paid some 60,000. Now he is one of the topmost positions. Friends, he is, I would like to show him. Please look at him. This is Naganaresh Karutura. Naganaresh Karutura. Look at him. Look at his face. The tejas, the brightness, the brilliance. I'll show you one more. Look at that. Hopefully, some lesson we have got. Now my question is, if Naganaresh Karutura can achieve in something in life, talk to yourself. I too can. I too can. Write down. I can. It is necessary. The first step in life is. Now, I have shown you these two cases because, number one, when you set a goal carefully, please write down. Now, I will set my, what I have written? My long-term, professional, social, personal goal, which includes happiness, outgrowing my limitation. Let not your lack of knowledge, lack of education, lack of skills, lack of money, lack of so-called support, let it not become an obstacle to set a high goal. Look at Janaki. Look at Naganaresh Karutura. So write down. I will set my goals, outgrowing my limitation. Next. Number one. Next. Very, very important. This is important because unless we do this, we will not be able to set the goals properly. Number one is, when we say goal, normally people think, I'll get a car. I will become a CEO of a company. I will start a company. Bada, 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 bada. But carefully. In all the three areas, professional, social, and personal, your goal shall be one of contribution. Now, what is it that I am going to contribute to the profession I am in, the organization I am in, the nation I am in, the society I am in, the family I am in? Goal setting is totally different. It is not what I get, but what I am going to do. Number one, I am going to give you one example of all the people in Karnataka know. This is that called, we have got in Chitradurga, Kota, the fort. The fort, what is this fort? That fort is there. Fort in Chitradurga. There was one watchman, Madhukari Nayaka was the Padagara there. There was this watchman, and he had his wife. Well, that watchman was once being served food. At that time, he said, "Hey, I want water." Immediately, this lady called Obawa, she went to fetch the water. And when she went to fetch the water, there she saw the neighboring enemies. They were trying to get into this fort and acquire. But that moment they were planning, they were staying and found out they had one place. They say, "Hey, here we go." But this Vanake Obawa did not disturb her husband, the watchman's wife. She went and brought one Vanake, a wooden stick with the two metal ends. She brought and sat near there, stood like a chandi. And when Hyder Ali's soldier, one fellow came through that, tada, she hit him, dragged his body. One more person, tada, dragged. Like that, more than 60 people he killed. And afterwards, there was a bugle. And her husband started searching, where is my wife? Then he came near that place. He saw this lady with heaps of dead bodies. She had killed so many. She was like a chandi. And then bugle was sounded. People came, and there was a war. And she was stabbed, and she killed. She was killed. But friends, even though she was killed, she is still alive. This is the place. This is called Obavanakindi in Chitradurga. Obava. She died on the spot. This one Obava is picturized with heaps of dead bodies, but she is even now alive. Friends, carefully. Even though Vanake Obawa died, she is alive. Some of us are alive after death, but majority of us are dead when we are alive. Choose. Do you want to be alive even after your death? Or do you want to be dead when you are alive? Look at the contribution she made to the country. She gave away the life. She died, she is alive. Friends, it is this contribution that helps. Now, what is her qualification? An illiterate lady. Poverty, the watchman's wife, illiterate wife, with no qualifications, no education, no power, position, status. But did she not contribute? Friends, write to yourself, I shall be a contributor. I would like to also note one more lady that I admire, but most people in Karnataka know. This lady is called Salamarada Timaka. What has she done? He is her husband was a cowherd man, and she was doing, granite work on the roadside there. Once she was there, very, very hot. It was difficult to work. Then she thought, suppose in this place there are beautiful trees, what will happen? Immediately she sat down, started seeing a line of trees. This is called thinking. And then later on, she did not keep quiet. The moment she got up, yes, I am going to plant so many trees and rear them. But she was a poor woman. She had to depend on her daily earnings. Husband also only grazing the crows. Then she decided, hey, every day, me and husband, they started digging their own. And then she brought the plants. Not only digging, planting, now, we do is called as a, no, wow. I know the Vana Mahotsava, they plant, till that TV and all that, they come, they show the leaders, and then the moment video gone, Vana Mahotsava will become Vana Mahotsava. But this lady, daily after her work, she was carrying water from a distance, pouring them, took care of them as their own children. She had no children. She is alive. Look at that in the marketing. Now, I want you to see this contribution she has made. Again, illiterate. So for us, don't say, no, I want, your goal you will write now is that my professional goal will be what I will contribute in my profession. Whether you are a doctor, engineer, scientist, artist, industrialist, agricultural specialist, IT, BT, administrator, accountant, lawyer, etc., etc. Talk to yourself. My goal will be not that I will become a CEO. I am going to, what is my contribution to my profession? Please write down. Your goal shall be, what is my contribution to the profession I am in? And your goal should be, what will be my contribution to the society I am in? Your goal shall be, what will be your contribution to the entire family you are in, and to yourself to become happy. Please understand, to become happy, you don't need any one of these things. For temporarily, for some time, you will see, all of you have experienced happiness when only once every day. Right now, hopefully, you are all awake. I trust that you are all awake. When you lie down, there is a possibility that you will get dream. And there is also a remote possibility that you will sleep. In sleep, you are in bliss. Ananda. Think. Temporarily start thinking. You are in Ananda, absolute, total bliss. At that moment, why are you happy? When you only wake up, you will know, I had a good sleep, peaceful sleep. Every day we enjoy that bliss. Why are we not enjoying it when we are awake? Why are we not happy when we are in dream? They are coming and going. But in deep sleep, my happiness is because there is no dependence on anything or anybody. Carefully. There is no dependence that you have a big car, big house, and it is not dependent on my wife, my husband, my children, not even your body. It is because you are in that state, not attached to your body, your mind, your intellect, and not attached to things, not attached to people. You are in that state of bliss. Happiness does not depend on anybody or anything. In fact, we are born to be happy. We have unnecessarily made ourselves miserable. Anyway, that's a part. So now you are going to set that goal. Number one, your goal is 20 years long-term goal, professional, social, personal, and happiness. Number two, you will set such high goals in spite of your so-called limitation. Number two. Number three, your goal, carefully, should not be, what will be, I'll become doctor. Why? I want to make money. No. I am going to contribute as a doctor. I am going to contribute this. In a profession, I will develop some new patents. I will develop some new. That should be a model to the world. Whatever field you are in, professional in, that profession should be proud of you. That so-and-so was in my profession. Like we are all proud. Dr. Vishwesvaraya was an engineer. The whole engineering field got that because Salome was an engineer. Like that, each one of you should be a gem in your profession. Don't say, no, it's not possible. Who can I be? Why, it is possible. Please contribute to the profession you are in. Society contribution I will do when I retire, when I have nothing else to do. I have got children, grandchildren, all of them settled. I have nothing. I have still lots and lots of money. And whether I give something to the society, you will never do it. If you can't do it now, you will never do it at a later date. No, I have got to go to the office. I am becoming busy. I have got to attend my wife or husband. Otherwise, I will become miserable. And my children, blah, 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 blah. That is okay. But even amidst all that, divide your. This is what is called as a fair distribution. Balance the life. Work-life balance, Desana. Work-life balance is not something that should happen later on. Even when you are a student, you must start. While you are a student, start all this. Balance your life. Some people are only bothered about work. Some people I don't do the social work. And some people only me and my wife, my chubby children. That is all. That is not life. Balance the life should be where you are going to balance all aspects, including the spiritual aspect, which alone will give you happiness. Don't ignore that. I'll become religious and spiritual after I retire. I purchase one book of Bhagavad Gita and all that. You can never do it. Your eyes will not be working. Your eyes, certainly eyes cannot see. Your ears cannot hear. You can't sit and stand. What study you can make at that age? Spiritual life cannot be started there. Right now, start all, including spiritual life. Religious life. There are two different things. Number one, it should be a contribution. Balance the life. Balanced in all aspects. Next, become aware of your high capability, my dear friends. It can take a time. Become aware of your high capability. Become aware of your high capability. Number one, I am sharing with you an experiment of a man who did a British psychiatrist did a math. He had a meter like that. When you pull, it will indicate your strength. He had 7 volunteers. The names of them are written in the book. It is not a cooked up case, a genuine case. He asked all the 7 of them to pull this, and the average pull that they did was 109 pounds when they were in normal condition. Now, he knew hypnotism. I want you to know this hypnotism technique. He hypnotized them, and all same 7 people, same meter, same people. You are all very weak. You have no strength. He went on suggesting these people believed they are weak. At this condition, when they were asked to pull, they pulled only 28 pounds. Same people, same meter. Why? In the mind, I am weak. So they pulled. 2 weeks he left, got him into a hypnotic session, and made them believe, have faith in him. He went on suggesting, I am strong, I am strong, I am strong, I am strong, I am strong. Then these people felt, same people felt that I am stronger, and now they pulled, same people, 142 pounds. The people who first pulled only 109 pounds, it went down to 28, it came up to 142. Same people, same meter, because it was in the mind. If in the mind you think that I am weak, you become weak. If you think you are strong, you become strong, my dear friends. That's why, as I think, yad bhavam tad bhavati. As I think, so I become. If I think I can, I can. If I think I can't, I can't. It's a question of how I think. Very, very necessary right now, today. Don't postpone it to tomorrow. Right now, start thinking. What is, my master from Carnegie told me, what is possible for any human being is possible for all. What is possible for, that's how in fact, I do hypnotism myself every day. I want you to do it right now, and then later on, every time in the life, talk to yourself. Yes, I can. Believe me, you can. If you think I can't, I can't. I remember we had our my grandmother's mother. Whenever I was saying, I will become sick, I will not pass the exam, I won't get a job. Then my grandmother says, hey, Shesha, don't tell them that. That lizard will say, it will become true. She taught me a management lesson that made a tremendous impact on me. One word of my grandmother made a tremendous impact on me. Means what? Lizards will be everywhere, maybe in the room there where you are sitting also. You do not know when the lizard will say, it will become true. So talk to your son. I will get educated. I will get work. I will progress in my work. I will contribute to my profession. I will contribute to my family. I will contribute to my society, and I will be happy. This becomes that. All of us have got tremendous capabilities. All of us have got real capability, which is very, very high, and the imaginary capability, which is very, very low. Imaginary capability is low. I hope all of you know the famous story in Ramayana. Ramayana, and Sita was kidnapped. She was there, and their different teams started searching for Sita. One team came to the south, that Angad and Jambavan and Hanuman were there in the troop. They came there, and there was a task. Somebody has to cross that ocean, go to Lanka. Who? Everybody says, I can go lay so many yojanas, this yojana, that yojana, that's all. Everybody said, I can't. Anjaneya also was thinking, I can't. Then that character, catalyst, naturalist called Hanuman, Jambavan comes and tells him, hey Anjaneya, you have strength, you have potential, you have a capability, you can. He had faith in Jambavan. He surrendered to him. And Anjaneya started feeling, yes, I can. Zee, he grew. Then zip and came back. Did he grow physically? No. He mentally, did Jambavan give him the strength? No. The strength, the potential, the capability was in him. He was not aware. Carefully. Jambavan, Anjaneya, zee, he made climb. Now, friends, don't mistake me. You are all like Anjaneyas. Don't say, I got such a nice, beautiful face. You are calling me Anjaneya. No. I am talking of the tremendous capacity, potential. You have. But take me to the Jambavan now. Let it be permanent in your life this day. And day that you will not forget. I am not going to add some capability to you. I am only trying to make you understand your capabilities. So, number one, friends, when you are setting the goal, think of that higher. You are potent. And you will say, I will only become one CEO. What nonsense is this? You are all, carefully, write it down. You are all born to make history, and you are all reading history. History is nothing but the stories of few people who lived his story. There was Saram Vishwesvaraya. There was, what about you? You have capability to make history. Somebody should be talking to you after 10 years after your death in this world, that there was a person like you. Yes. Let your name be written in the annals of history. Can friends become aware? When you set such goals, I am talking of these goals, number one, and then be proactive. Don't set the goal because my father wanted, I became. Because my boss wants me to do this work, I do. Because my company wants to do this work. No. Do it on your own. Today, your goal shall be a proactive goal, your own. Not influence. Maybe you can get influence from others, but because of reaction, proactive is opposite to reaction. Reactive means what? I am very, very good. Then what? I am very good, but I speak like this, I do like this because my wife does that. Means what? You have given the remote to your wife. Her or husband. Ding, 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 you have. This is called reaction. In the office, my CEO, that I do. In the society, yes. So proactive person is your goal setting shall be a proactive goal today. And be clear. Don't use jargons that I will. Sometimes I'm asking them, what do you want? Success. What is success? Achievement of a goal. What is your goal? Become successful. What is success? Achievement of goal. Where is the end? There must be a specific measurable goal that I will invent a new product, a new process. I will establish an orphanage in my village. I will set up a free educational institution in my place, carefully, for poor, downtrodden, without any expectation. And I am going to lift so many people, not in my family, in my society, in my profession. I am going to do this specifically, be clear. And then most importantly, be available for change. Available for change. All changes will happen. No progress is possible without change in a product, in a process. Think. Change in product, change in process, change in methodology, change in thinking, change in attitude. Without that, it is not possible. Without change is not possible. And survival, even in a profession, a company cannot progress without changing. Think. I'm leaving it to your imagination because you are all very, very intelligent people. And it should be creative also. See, I only touch, this is a major aspect. I will only touch these two aspects. We are not going to the theories. There are what is called as the two brain theories. The left brain, don't say there are two brains, the left side of the brain and the right side of the brain. I am not going to the depth. They have specialized in different aspects, the right and the left brain. They have got different functions. Left brain is analytical, right brain is holistic. Left side is logical, this is for intuition, this is for language, creativity, science and math, arts and music. So both are necessary. The various aspects are there, we will be discussing separately. Now, number one, you must sharpen both the sides. Left portion of the brain, right. But I am always fond of telling, in our left brain, nothing right. In the right brain, nothing left. It's only for fun. But all of you have got both the sides of the brain. You are capable of logical thinking and you are also capable of creative thinking. I want you to, today on this day, the 12th September at 7:30, talk to yourself that you are going to use not only your logical brain, but also the creative brain. Creative brain is something that you are going to do something for the first time, which nobody had done before. Most of us, if somebody has already done, nothing danger happened, nothing good happened, I will follow. These are called followers. I want you to be a leader. Leader is one who shows the path. You are going to do something new, which so far nobody had. That's new is something good for the society, good for the company, good for the organization, good for the world. Do something creative, right? Logical. For example, I am going to tell you, I was introduced to this concept. Once I told my master from Karnataka, he said, have you seen tendercorn? Yeah. That straw with which you eat? Yeah. He asked once, can you pierce this paper straw through the raw potato? I said, no, it's not. He asked me, how do you know? How do you know? It is common sense. This is hard, it won't. My master told me common sense is the biggest nonsense. He said today, it happened in 1979. Purchase about 20-30 kgs of raw potato when you are on the way. Buy 500 number of bundles of paper straws. And you go on talking to yourself, yes, I have pierced. Believe me, friends, I did it. People break coconut with their hand. Normally, logic says it is not possible. So, I am not saying stop your logical judgment, but be creative. That shall be your goal. Now, number one, please write down. I am going to set my goals: professional, social, personal, which includes happiness. Now, first I will set long-term 20 years goal. I will outgrow, write down, I will outgrow my limitations. Actually, there is no limitation at all. Imaginary limitation. Okay. Then I will ensure that all the three goals, 3 plus 1, is my contribution. Number 2. Number 3, I will become aware of my extraordinary high capability. I don't need to become capable. I must only become aware of my capability. My goals will be proactive. I got a clear goal. Proactive goals. My goals will be clear. It will be 10. 7:35. 8 o'clock. Creative. And I am going to bring certain changes. Take that away. Some changes. And the achievements will be something new. So, number 1. Then, now we will go through a small, hopefully you have written. Now, please sit down. We are going to take you through an exercise. Now, you can keep your pads and pens down. Close your eyes. Please sit straight. We are going to see your own goals, and then you will write it later on. Sit down straight. Don't take the back support. Make your body calm. No stress in any part of the body. Body shall be stable. Sthira asana, sukha asana. Then, without back support, close your eyes. Because I strongly believe, Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda, my master, told me, all things start with thought. Thought becomes things. All the things in this world were once thoughts. The KRS and the Tungabhadra Dam, they came as thoughts in Saram Vishweshwaraya. Later on, it became a thing. So you are now going to create your world. That world will happen after 20 years, but right now, you are going to create it. Sit down. Start experiencing everything that I am going to see. Say. Don't open your eyes even for a split second. Forget the time and all that. From thought to things. Start creating a new world for yourself. A successful world and a happy world. You are going to become successful and happy. Visualize. Don't open your eyes. 20 years from now, 2042. You are now in 2042, 20 years after 2022. You are now in 2042. You have made accomplishments, contributions to your profession, to the society, to the family, and you are a happy person throughout. On this day, in 2042, look at yourself. Your body shape has changed. Look at yourself. Your dressing has changed. lot of miracles have happened in your life. You are now in 2042. Because of your extraordinary contributions, you are going to be felicitated today. Sanmana Samaramba. To take you to a Sanmana Samaramba, your own felicitation, a beautiful vehicle comes, an automatic vehicle, no driver, chauffeur, zing, and the doors open like an aeroplane wings. You get in, zing, then zip, it starts, flies. Then there is a traffic. You are heading towards your place where you are going to be felicitated. Zing, and then it goes on the road highway. Zzz, and again there is an obstruction. It goes up. Then you have arrived at the venue where you are going to be felicitated. A huge structure is organized only to felicitate you. A huge pandal. You enter through them. There are welcome arches. Welcome to. Your name is written for the felicitation program. All modern illumination. All those boards. And then you go in. As you enter, the the doors, wings open. Then you are in. The organizers receive you. And you are going into that pandal, beautifully decorated. Number of photos, your own photos, all over. We are honoring your contributions are mentioned all over. There are about 4,000 people who have gathered. As you walk in the center red carpet, they are applauding you, clapping you. You are walking in the center carpet. Right there is a huge stage. There are 6 chairs. One special chair and your own chair, and 2 people on the left, 2 more people on the left, 2 center chairs. And as you climb up, all the people thunderously applaud you. Listen to the applause. Now the chairman of the felicitation committee, he says, he goes to the podium and announces, we are all gathered here to felicitate. Your name is mentioned. People applaud. They are very happy. They have come only to honor you because you are an extraordinary person because of your extraordinary contributions. And he says he has contributed in all the fields, in the profession, in the society, to the society, his personal family, and to his personal growth. More than that, he has been the highest elevator in the spiritual field, and almost realized soul, self-realized soul, Atmagyani, Brahmagyani. And he invites a person from your right, a person of the connected to your profession. He comes and talks about you. Write down. He's saying, this man we knew was nothing in 2022. But what a contribution. Our profession had not seen this at all. He's not that you enjoyed a position of a general manager or a CEO or a owner. But what is that you have contributed in your profession to the whole world? He's mentioning. Listen. I'm going through a little faster, otherwise you go to even a little slowly. He's list down. And then he finishes his job. And then the president of the function invites a person who is a family member, your own family member. Your family member, it can be your son or daughter or grandson, grandchildren or somebody. He says, I am proud that he was in this family. What the whole family is uplifted because of him. He's a gem. We had not seen such a person. He's mentioning about your qualities. Listen. Then the chairman invites a person who is a member of the society. A person who has gone, and he comes and says, hey, what a transformation. I am very fond to believe that I know this gentleman. Because this man in that village, from nothing, he created one facility for downtrodden, for handicapped, for blind people, for poor farmers, education, health. Think. All that you are doing silently, without any publicity in TV and newspaper. He's telling what all you have done. Listen, listen. And then comes a person, professional contribution is listed, social contribution. And then comes this, and the spiritual master. He says, we have been talking. This person not only grew, contributed to the success, he became successful and contributed to the success of others. But he is one of the rare persons we have seen who is both successful and happy. Happiness does not depend. I know it does not depend on anybody or anything. Like in sleep, he is a symbol of Akanda Ananda, infinite bliss, continuous bliss. When things are favorable, he is happy. When things are not favorable, he is happy. Good family he has, he is happy. Intolerable family, he is happy. He has been a symbol because he has been a practitioner of the Indian scriptures, our Vedas, Upanishads, and Bhagavad Gita. He has not restricted to reading them, or he is not one who goes around the temples and doing religious worships like throwing flowers, burning incense sticks, but he is a practitioner of the Indian spirituality. That is why while he is engaged in all the activities of the world, contributing to the profession, contributing to the society, contributing to the upliftment of the family and all, he is still very, very happy and making as many people around him happy as possible. Good. And then your turn to come to speak. You go to the podium and tell, yes, you are going to announce that on 12th of September 2022, now it is happening in 2042, but on that day, on 12th of September 2022, I set this goal. I was inspired by that session. I made my goal. What should be my goal in 2042? What I am today is what I thought on, what I saw as a thought on 12th of September 2022. I decided that I will contribute to the profession. Not getting power, position, money and all that. What is my contribution? I decided that I will make my society better. Not, it is for my own growth, for my own spiritual growth. And don't open your eyes. Don't open your eyes for any reason till I ask you. You will get disturbed. Questions will be later. And now, see your contribution you made to society, to the family. And not only I underwent the various management books of the world, which will make me become successful, but I also read, understood, practiced the Indian spirituality, which will make me both successful and happy. Whereas the best of the management books may only make me become more successful, but it is the Indian scriptures, the management books of this universe, which will make me to become successful and happy. I am happy. I am not bogged down by limitations of my body, mind, intellect. I have crossed beyond that. I am in that state. But while I am a realized soul, I continue to contribute to the work, to the profession, to the society. So please start seeing again once more. Once more you start seeing. All that has happened to you. slowly see all reality. You are now in 2042. You are very clear of your goal. Slowly come back to this world, come back to your body, and start writing your goal now. Is necessary. Otherwise, it will be a waste. Our efforts will be a waste. Please start writing your goal. We will give you 2 minutes, and then afterwards we will hand over to Vani and Vasudev. We have 10 more minutes. No questions. Start writing. Question. Write down my 20 years or 15 years long-term professional goals are. Right. Oh, it is not, it was very good listening, but practice. Knowing is not doing. Do it now. And we'll be checking it after. And every now and then, every few months, 5 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, watch whether you are progressing and achieving it later. But right now, we set the goal. So-called impossible goal. Don't say smart goals is achievable, realistic. I don't believe in that. So-called not achievable. So-called non-realistic to others is possible for you. Write down. My 15 years or 20 years professional goals are 15 years or 20 years, whatever. Goals are, yes, what will be that? I am not asking you to write your designation and all that. Okay, write down what it will be. Important that you continue for some time. Don't leave the meeting now. When you come to the practice, don't leave. Write down your contribution to the profession, how it will improve the world. And to the society, write the name of the NGO or the company and what you are going to do. Write down. Social contribution, specific. Don't say I will do some social. No, specific. Start seeing. It is happening. It has happened. It is going to happen. Now start seeing. That orphanage that you are building, that school you are building, how many people you are educating, both education of academics as well as spiritual education. That's also spiritual education. Right. And to the family and to yourself, I am going to become peaceful and happy. Happiness, how? You are not going to become happy. You are born to be happy. This moment onwards, irrespective of what you have and what you don't have, you are happy. Talk to yourself. Right. Okay. Over to Vani and Vasudev.